I see that you're working in your orchid patch. Boy, this patch has been blooming and blooming. There
Yes,
must be something you're doing right. So we're here to find out about your routine.
yes. In fact, what I'm doing here now, I'm just looking for, dried leaves and any insects or so that may be, hanging around. And I want to make sure that the air is clean and clear, because one of the things you have to make sure is that the environment is very clean and, safe, so that the orchids can thrive. So basically, once I've done that, I also look for the dried blossoms and I clip off any spikes or overdone, because sometimes instead of keeping there until they are fully dry, what it does sometimes, it takes away the energy from the other blossoms. So I want to make sure that it gets everything. So you see, I have some nice beautiful blossom here.
Beautiful.
So then it won't this will not get any energy there. So this will get everything. Right. So yeah, pretty much this is a routine. I clear that and then I do my watering, which I'm going to do right after this. So you
And
have
this you do
actually.
every morning after your exercises, because I know you're into your
Oh yes,
exercises.
that's a must.
So this is just like a continuation of that.
Right. Yes. Yes, Faye. It's a lifestyle for me. My walking, my orchids. That's how my mornings are set,
Uh-huh.
and then I get ready for work. So yes, I've been having real all year since the year I started. I've just been getting continuous blooming, even though it has been very hot. So maybe it's the environment here and the placement of the garden, but it's giving me a lot of joy, and it's really giving back to me all the energy that I've been putting there.
And you have a combination of sun vandas and
And I have dendrobiums
dendrobiums,
and catalea. I have
cattleyas
two
on the side,
cattleyas,
which I
yes.
know bloom at a
Yes.
certain time. You
Right.
usually have the cattleyas,
Yes.
and they're usually full with
Oh,
blooms at
they
a
are
certain
so
time of the
awesome when
year.
they get going, and actually they will bloom for like 6 months. So
Wow.
these are pinks. They are quiet now, but by the time Christmas gets around, it will be just blooming, cascading with blooms. And
Uh-huh.
then this one is the same color, so it's just awesome. And this was blooming. It's just resting now.
Yes.
And I also have that one which has a lovely shade of, it's almost like a mix of orange and pink. Not sure what that
Yes.
color is, but
Yes.
it's awesome.
Okay.
So I expect by Christmas we will be having some joy,
Yes.
joy from these
I have
orchids.
seen it, and I know persons passing by really enjoy looking at your garden.
Yes.
Um, I see where you also do some shade vandas.
Oh yes.
These are nice. The roots themselves, just the roots are beautiful.
I'm telling you, of course, these were babies,
Yes.
and I realized they were thriving here, and the roots were so awesome. So I allowed them. I just switched to a higher length and allowed them to
Mm-hmm. To
to
cascade down.
cascade and grow. And
Yes.
so I used to get this particular one. I used to get one set of bloom, but now for the first time, it's giving me two sets of blooms.
Yeah.
So this plant perhaps is maturing, but it's so awesome because you can see the symmetry and the balance there. I love that. And I've also gotten kikis or children from them. As you can see, it's a little work to get them out, but I do. So these are some children from these ones as well. So,
Okay.
right. So yes, I'm working on that, but they seem to thrive here.
Even though it's not shade, because sometimes we think shade vanda should be in shade
Yeah,
or
yeah.
full shade,
I think
but they actually like a good amount of sun
yes.
or
I think
light anyway.
light. I think it's semi, and I think the trellis does something to it because it sort of blocks the full,
Okay.
effect of the sun. So I'm happy for that, and I'm fine with where they are because they do give me the love that I'm looking for. The blossoms, of course, and this one just finished. It was such a beautiful purple blossom.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
it was just amazing. And I
Yes.
also got it during Easter. So and once it should be blooming soon again. So yeah, the space it would appear is just right, and Interestingly, if you notice where this house is placed, you notice there's the sun, the full effect of the sun is not here as yet.
It's
So
in the afternoon.
yes, the most part. But I think because it's sort of balanced, it gets a good time to, you know, to be comfortable. So I get the mid-afternoon or midday, but slightly. If you notice the sun, the full effect of the sun is on the other side. So I think it's working. Whatever it is working here.
Okay. What's your fertilizing and spraying routine like?
Oh, so yes. So pretty much it's usually I fertilize on the weekend. Once I do the fertilizing, which I did this weekend, this last weekend, this coming weekend now I'll be using my insecticide. I usually follow up with the fungicide if I see the need for it after a couple of days after. So I don't mix them, but I pretty much have a, like 1 week after,
Schedule.
yes, and then maybe midweek for the fungicide. So yes.
What was it like when you got started? Because I know a lot of persons are afraid of orchids. Was it difficult to get started?
No, actually, I learned from the from the group. Yes, yes. I learned from a friend and neighbor who has a lovely garden. You perhaps may know her. And
so.
yes, you do. And what I noticed though that based on where I was, the Vandas were a better fit for the few that I tried first, the sun Vandas, and so I kept getting the Vandas and realized that I had something going on there, and then I added the dendrobiums behind and between so that they could be shadowed by the Vandas, and it seemed to be a very good formula.
Happy together.
Yes, and then I added the cattleyas after, so I stay away from the falls because I realized that they don't work right here.
And I see you added stones and all sorts of whimsical
Yes,
garden
yes.
ornaments.
So the orchids are actually placed in a rock garden.
Yes.
Right. Beautiful stones, which really they all don't originate from St. Catherine.
Yes.
Yes, some came from other places,
Yeah.
which really gives me good memories. But perfect spot. You'll notice I've even added a little fairy garden here.
Yes.
Yes, so if you look carefully, you will see my fairies, and also you can't have a fairy garden without the toad and the toadstool, so they are all there. And on my little welcome, that's their welcome sign actually. So
Yes.
I enjoy these little, whimsical things.
Yes.
They really add a little character and difference to the garden as well, and makes it interesting. Yes, so this is, life without orchids. I don't know what it would be like. I just know that it inspires me, and it's whole part of, the balance, and which I enjoy. And as I've always said that orchids sort of, it's a part of me because what it has done is to help me to, I get to think and solve problems. And it also relaxes me, so it's also therapeutical. After a rough day,
Yes.
after working with your orchids and appreciating the beauty, you can look forward to a great day. Yeah, so that's how it is for me. Yeah.
And I mean, just even watching the blooms and waiting for them to open, I find that is such.
Isn't that?
It's an exciting thing.
Yes, it's something to look forward to, and you
Yes.
just want to see especially when the plants are new and
And
even
you're not sure
you're
what
not
the bloom
sure.
is going to be.
Yes, because I have to admit that sometimes I will buy some, and the little tag, thank you, the little tag is not there, and so the surprise when they come up. So that's awesome. I mean, this one is like so special because I didn't know that it was going to bloom like that, but it's the most delicate pink, and it's just so demure. How do you like this purple one? I think this is so nice. This is lovely shade of purple. And I'm sorry you're not able to see my chocolate. Yes. Yes.
Well, thanks, Karen. It has been a pleasure, and I enjoy just passing here and looking at your garden.
Thank you, Faye. Well, for me, as long as it's something that is inspiring and, and helps somebody in a positive way, then I am blessed. And I feel blessed to be able to, to lift up somebody's, world.
Okay. I hope you're inspired today by Karen's garden. Small patch, but just beautiful, constantly blooming.